I think there's a common misconception that Overwatch players are the only player base that constantly hate on their game. Overwatch players are whiny, they're never satisfied, and they should be grateful the game is still going after all these years. Surely Call of Duty players never complain, and neither do Fortnite players. It's best to just take whatever companies throw your way, because that's just the way it is. But I don't think the criticism of Overwatch, or any game for that matter, are unwarranted. They come from a place of love and dissatisfaction. I think we all know that the developers of the game aren't to blame usually, but rather it's the higher-ups who should be the one taking all the backlash received, although they never do. And I am one of these players who loves Overwatch with all my heart. I've played it every day for 6 years, through the content drought, through the rocky launch and false promises of Overwatch 2, I've been there. And while I'm still playing it, and I mostly enjoy it, I still have my criticisms. So I decided to make a video on what I would change about Overwatch to make it a better game. And I'm going to try my best to be fair in my criticisms and suggest changes that I think the developers could actually do. In an ideal world, I would definitely have different opinions though. If you ask someone what they hate about Overwatch, aside from the microtransactions and balance patches, I think they would tell you that the game feels unrewarding, especially if you're an Overwatch 1 player. The first change I would make to Overwatch is to the weekly challenges. If you were to do all of the weekly challenges right now, it would take about 8 months to get one new legendary skin. Ideally, I think weekly challenges should be changed so you gain 300, 200, and 100 for each challenge, totaling in 600 credits a week, meaning it would take you 3 months to get a legendary skin. Now that might be too high for Overwatch to handle, so I think realistically gaining 100 credits a week, meaning it would take 5 months to get a legendary skin, would be much better as well. The second thing I think Overwatch should do to make a more rewarding game is to change their Twitch rewards. Aside from Overwatch League drops, from what I could find on Overwatch Cavalry, shout out to them by the way, they're amazing. You should follow them for Overwatch news if you want a legitimate place to find it. There have been a total of 8 Twitch drops. Of these 8 drops, 5 have been old Overwatch 1 skins, 1 was a basic recolor shop skin, and 1, the Kiriko skin, is a base game skin you can already buy whenever you want for free. This doesn't include spray or weapon charm drops because I think those are trash anyways, so old players have nothing to look forward to because 5 of the 8 drops have been for new players only. And before you get mad at me and say Muffin, this is good for new players, I know. I'm honestly tired of hearing that spewed for every criticism of Overwatch. It's good for the new players, I'm happy for you, but I would like to feel rewarded as well, especially for supporting the game for all these years. According to Forbes, Overwatch made $100 million in net bookings in the last 3 months for 2022. They had, and I quote, the highest quarterly figure for player numbers and hours played in Overwatch history. So I think this $74 billion company can afford to make a few new skins for free a year. And we're not wrong as consumers to ask for more either, especially with how prices continue to go up while quality and quantity of that item continue to go down, like chip bags. Don't even get me started on that. And so my proposal would be for every other Twitch drop to be a new skin or a recolored version of a new skin. That way everyone is rewarded more often. I know it's still not ideal to say a recolor of a new skin, but this is Overwatch. Minimal effort for maximum reward. Continuing on the trend of how to make Overwatch more rewarding, the event shop. The anniversary event shop was almost perfect to me. It included all new Overwatch 2 skins buyable with the free to earn currency that's on the battle pass. It has a nice mix of legendary and epic skins. It is a step in the right direction. I do think there are some things I would change about the shop though. First of all, I would make the Battle Pass bundle, and Overwatch League skins exclusive to the season they release in, as well as skins that people assume are exclusive, like the Soldier and Cassidy skin because they were a pre-order bundle, or the Doomfist and Sombra skin for Overwatch 1 original players. This way players feel rewarded for the season they play in, but they don't totally miss out on seasonal shop skins. The Halloween Terror event shop, however, is a step back. All of the skins and items are Overwatch 1 skins aside from the Sombra recolor, and I don't even know if that counts because it's just a recolor. To compromise, if each shop is going to have 9 items, I think 2 to 3 of those items should be Overwatch 2 legendary skins, 2 to 3 should be Overwatch 2 epic skins, and the rest could be Overwatch 1 skins. That way new and old players have something they would like to buy with each update if the shop continues to update. I do like the idea of an event themed shop though. I would just like it to be exciting for all players. A smaller change I would like to see, aside from a reduction in skin prices, is making all sprays, name cards, weapon charms, and voice lines buyable for free. They shouldn't be locked in the shop at all. My final point on a more rewarding Overwatch 2 system has to do with competitive. Now, I don't play competitive often, but one of the biggest surprises to me when the game released was that there was no new competitive point rewards. The game still has no new rewards after 7 years. I think Overwatch should reduce the cost of gold gun skins and add more varying skin colors like diamond guns, glittering guns, etc. Just stuff like that. I would also like to see an all-gold hero skin. I feel like this would be fun and fit in either the competitive shop or in hero progression. It could just be a fun little status to show off your time played with a certain hero, and maybe it could be rewarded at progression level 500 or 1000. Now on to a few smaller issues I have with the game and things I think could add some quality to Overwatch. If the new leaver penalty stays for quick play, I think the minimum 10-minute ban should be after you leave 6 to 10 games. I think 4 is too low for quick play, but the system might not stay, so we'll have to see what happens. I do think it is good in quick play though, because if you're leaving games, you're actively ruining everybody else's game. I think there should be a way to favorite past menu screens in the game, that way I can listen to that epic Kiriko menu music all the time instead of Hanzo grunting in the background. I also think it would be nice of more menus to have music playing instead of dead silence. I do think the new menu screens are beautiful though. I also think you should be able to change the menu screen in the hero gallery, and I think you should be able to zoom in on a little bit on the skins. There's so many cute missable details and I'd really like to see them better. And finally, I think souvenirs are trash. I barely see anyone use anything aside from the heart one. I propose that they move the souvenirs to a drop-down type menu under emotes and get rid of the system entirely. I think if they have to replace it in the battle pass, they should replace it with grave markers instead. I think you'd see a wider variety of grave markers in use than you do souvenirs. I even made some example images of it. I think there are more things to criticize about Overwatch, such as their questionable balance changes, but I think that's a different topic that's not as easily fixable as my suggested changes. Overall, these changes could help Overwatch become a better, more rewarding game for the players new and old. Is there anything else you would change about Overwatch? I'd love to know what you think. Thank you for watching.